Rap and Reason podcast with Dr. Jeremy C. McCool and Earl Hopkins. All right, we're back at it for another episode of Rap and Reason podcast. This is episode 60. I am Dr. Jeremy C. McCool.
And I'm Earl Hopkins. What's going on, family?
What's good, bro? How you feeling, man?
Nothing much, bro. Working me to the bone, but we move on and live for another week of the same thing. You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
fact, man. One
Yo,
day at a time.
one day at a time. Somebody told me this a couple years ago. They were like, as a journalist, you signed up to have homework for the rest of your career.
Mm,
Yeah, yeah. As a professor, do you feel like you got homework too, to an extent?
absolutely. I feel like my
Yeah,
homework is great in homework.
literally,
Like
literally.
literally, I'm just on the other end of it, but it's the same. It's like yeah,
It's the
you signed
same.
up to forever, like be in school for sure.
For sure. But that's the fun thing is you're always learning though. Like that's the fun thing. It sounds corny, it sounds cheesy, but it's true. Like you're always evolving.
Exactly, and that's one thing I really do. I say it, and it sound corny when I say it, but I really do learn just as much from my students as they learn from me. Like I'm learning new music. I'm learning about different perspectives. Like I'm always engaging with the younger generation, so that it helps me prevent them from being certain gaps and understanding what
Yeah,
the youth is going through. Because I'm always in communication with the youth.
absolutely. One of the worst things to have is to talk to somebody about the nuances of like whether it's hip hop, is the media industry, and you're talking about something that happened 10, 15, 20 years ago. You know what I mean?
Oh
Like
man.
it's always best to be up to date. And that's how you in connecting with younger people is how you do it.
Absolutely, 100%. If I was just talking about, what I used to do 15 years ago, it's not gonna resonate the same. Like they want to see that you're still active now and that you're still ingratiated in culture and what they have going on too. So yeah, look, I'm saying this like I'm old. They keep me young.
They keep me young. The
They-
YN in me is still, you know what I mean, peeking out the window
you know what I
because
mean?
of my connections. Yeah.
Because I'm still locked in with the youth, man. And that's the good thing. Like, especially now that I'm in entity 30s, what
Yeah.
I mean? Now that I'm, still being able to mentor and help progress those in their 20s is cool. Definitely,
It's dope.
definitely a dope experience, but definitely still have homework.
For sure. Without a doubt, man. And actually, man, among the topics we talking about, what are we talking about this episode, bro? We got a lot in store, I'm not gonna
And we got
lie.
a lot in this episode for sure, man. We got new J Electronica, which
Yeah.
I haven't been able to say in a long time. We got new J Electronica. We got new Cardi B. That's
Yeah.
gonna be a wild transition, but we're gonna find a way to get J Electronica to Cardi B
Yeah.
is wild. But Cardi B has her new album that's out. We'll definitely get into that. Russ and Big Sean got a record that's out. That's taking the streets by storm. Chance put out a remix to Ride with Twister. We'll
hmm
talk about that. What else we got? Oh yeah, and AI artists are signing record deals.
$3 million worth of record deals. Crazy.
While they out here
Crazy.
handing
So we'll talk
out
about
real
that.
artists 200 bands.
That's what I'm saying. A cheeseburger and $20, bro.
You're
But
not lying, man.
a AI artist 3 mil. Crazy.
3 million,
Crazy.
man. Crazy work, man. So yeah, we got a lot to get into today. Man, where do we want to start? These are some
Oh man.
random topics that have no alignment, but we're gonna have to find a way to get to the destination.
Yeah, and weave them together. Let's start with Shut Me Up with Russ and Big Sean, man. How do you feel about this record? And as a reminder for y'all, or for those that don't know, this is actually a single off of Russ's deluxe album To Wild, which he released earlier this year. So what were your thoughts on the record, bro?
Man, I liked it. I'm gonna be honest. Like, when I saw Russ and Big Sean, I was like, okay, this could be interesting. I usually, if I see a Big Sean feature, I'm usually gonna click it. I like Big Sean as a feature artist. I
Mm,
think that he usually shows and proves. People don't give Big Sean credit as a lyricist, but Big Sean can rap for real.
for
So
real, for real.
so usually on features, if I see him featured on a song, I'm gonna click on it. And then Russ, I like some of his music. I'm not the biggest Russ fan. I don't necessarily gravitate to all of Russ's projects, but I like him. There's some Russ songs that I really like. So I liked it, man. I thought the song was good. I thought it was a dope record. I thought Big Sean went crazy.
Went nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Big Sean's verse is stupid. I think that he had a lot to say on there, some good punchlines. All in all, it's a good song. I think that it's one that I'm definitely gonna return to. It's been liked on my Spotify, so I thought it was a hard record. What you think?
No, I thought it was hard record too, bro. I didn't think that. I don't know if they collaborated before because I'm not a huge Russ fan. But like this collab was solid. it was really solid. I love the balance between the two. I didn't know Russ could flow like that too. So forgive
Mm.
me for my ignorance. I didn't know his game. You know what I mean? So he
Oh,
was flowing
oh
on
no,
this.
no. Russ is a good artist. Russ can rap, can sing. Like some of his biggest songs, he's singing on.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I'm like, aren't you a singer? But you got to remember that there's certain artists that can do both
Certain
extremely
artists that
well.
can do both, and Russ is independent, man. He's been another one waving the flag
Yeah.
in an independent artist throughout time. And I have a large respect for artists who do that, who when they get to a point where they could easily sign to a major label, they stand their ground and build their fan bases organically. So shout out to Russ for that too. So yeah, I've always peeked in and out of his career. I'll find
Yeah.
a song that I like and it'll end up on the playlist. And some of his ones where he's singing are dope too. So
Mhm.
yeah, I've definitely been tapped in with his music for a while.
Yeah, man. So this collab was solid, bro. The balance between him and Sean, it just made sense. And you're right. Like I love Sean as a featured artist. Like his actual individual projects as a whole are kind of like they can be hit or miss like throughout it, but he got some classics, um, like undeniable classics, of course. And Russ is talented. So the fact that they came together and made magic like this shouldn't be a surprise to nobody, probably but me. You know what I mean? Just because I'm not as aware. But nah, this is solid, man.
Yeah, solid, man. And I like that more of these types of artists are collaborating, man. Like I feel like we
Yeah.
reached that point where we're seeing less collaborations between artists. I don't know if I just feel that way, but I haven't seen as many collabs as we used to. Whether that's remixes, whether that's yeah, just jumping on each other's, stuff. And I think it's dope when artists who are bigger mainstream, like a Big Sean, hop on an artist like Russ, who's has a huge cult like following, but is not
Yeah,
like revered in the same way as a Big Sean. So yeah, it's dope.
for sure, man. What happened to the Posse cut, man? I feel like the last major Posse cut, ironically, was on a Big Sean album, but like the name is escaping me of the actual track. But then
Mm.
Effing Problems with ASAP Rocky. Like I feel like that was the
Yeah.
last like major culture shifting Posse cut that we've had in hip hop in a minute.
You know what? You got a point there. I don't see it outside of like usually the only ones I see are like DJ Khaled albums, like where I see a bunch
Yeah,
of different artists jump on a song. But other than that, no, there hasn't been like one where it's like a lot of artists. Shoot, one of the last ones I could think of that was really like lit was the I Don't Like remix. The Chief Keef,
exactly.
Pusha T,
Yeah.
Big Sean, Jadakiss, like there was a lot of people on there that I actually like was like, oh, these are yeah, they put some rappers on here for real.
No, for real. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't even think of like the Metro Boomin. Of course, he got it.
Oh
Everybody
yeah, he
he
has some. That's
collaborates
true.
with. Of course, you know what I mean. And Khaled's gonna do what he does. But like, as far as like one artist album, like an artist, not a producer,
Mm,
and they have like a bunch of artists that they just respect, who may like each other, may not like each other, but like they're lighting each other's flame. You know what I'm saying? On one
yeah.
record, man. Like I miss those days, bro. But yeah, I wish artists need to collaborate more. A
Yeah,
thousand percent.
I agree. I think in one regard, man, because of how great technology has gotten, I think a lot of artists have gotten lazy because they just send in stuff to each other. I don't feel like a lot of
Yeah.
them are actually in the studio together. It's cheap now to build a studio in your crib. So I think because of
Yeah.
technology advances, I feel like a lot of artists are just sending records like, oh, hey, I got this song, put a verse on it, as opposed to like where all these artists used to really be in the same studio together and like locking in.
Sharpening each other's like swords. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got to get back to that. Like, I feel like some of y'all need to actually go into studios together.
You
But
know
I
what I
feel like
mean?
most of these artists got studios at the crib now.
Yeah. It's almost it's almost like corporate America. Like a lot of people don't want to leave home, bro. Like
Yeah, everybody working
yeah.
from home. That's what it is. Yeah, I guess they hit,
Yeah.
hit the music business too. Like everybody's working from the crib.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, man. But shout out Russ, shout out Big Sean. Definitely recommend Shut Me Up is the name of the song. Hard, man, hard. So we got to get into I think it's a smoother transition to go from Big Sean and Russ to J Electronica.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So, for those who do not
Yeah.
know, man, Jay Electronica he is a unicorn of a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
One who is highly revered and respected as a lyricist, as a conscious rapper, specifically. He's almost like he's like a 90s rapper that came out in the 2000s, you know what I mean? Or 2000,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like he doesn't fit his generation to me. I think that JLX sounds like a 90s artist. And it's interesting because he's from New Orleans,
Yeah.
but but rap like a New York rapper for real. And it's like it's different, man. but he really blew up and came to prominence from a record called Exhibit C. I don't know if you remember
Mm,
that when it dropped, but
yeah,
Exhibit C was stupid. Like I remember it was him and DJ Drama. I want to say is the one who produced it. It came out and it stopped everything. It was like a
yeah.
moment in hip hop where everybody froze and was like, "Yo, who is this?" Now, I say all that to say this. He then will disappear for 10 years and you won't hear from him ever again. And he pop out dating a Rockefeller or Erica Badu and you just be like, okay, and then he just disappeared again. But he's like a mythical creature, you know what I'm saying, at this
He
point.
is.
So that's
Yeah.
what makes me nervous about the fact that he is came out and is now just dropping a bunch of records just out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And which never happens. You might get a song here and there from Jay Electron, that's a maybe. But he's put out he's released one of his projects that was once leaked. But he's released it in full, and then he's dropped three new EPs.
yeah, man.
Um, yeah, man, and they're in full Jay Electronica form. Like it's unheard records. He's just unloading the clip. It seems like, and I'm wondering
Yeah.
if it's leading up to a bigger album, a full length album. But what do you think about one Jay Electronica, but two, what do you think about some of this new music?
Man, so like you're right, mythological creature. That's how I kind of saw Jay Electronica. I remember listening to Exhibit C while searching on my sister's desktop on YouTube and just ran into it. I was listening to Cassidy records and somehow, some way stumbled upon this dude named Jay
Yep, that's how
Electronica.
that'll do it.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I've been a fan. And his first official release, which came out 11 years after Exhibit C came out, which was a written testimony back in 2020, which was another 5 years ago. So obviously, this man has, and by
And then he did the collab with Hove, and I don't.
yeah,
And when was that? That was I don't
shoot,
even remember when
man.
that came out. That was a while ago too, though.
Yeah, that was a minute ago. So like this man hops in and out of the limelight, in and out of like releasing music. He's scattered when it comes to like his releases and everything. He's one of those prolific lyricists that doesn't have a prolific amount of body of work like at all.
No.
You know what I mean? So it's interesting. And I feel like if you ask every hip hop fan, they have a different viewpoint on Jay Electronica. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With that,
Some will say he's overrated.
yeah.
Some people are like he's the GOAT. Like it's not a lot of people
Yeah.
in between.
Yeah. And so with this release, man, releasing what, three albums, three Ps, and like something else that previously leaked, man. He just, like you said, unloaded the clip, man. From hearing all these records, man, I'll be honest.
You ain't
I
rocking.
no, I am.
Oh, okay, okay,
I
all right.
love, I
I thought it was a plot
really,
twist.
I really enjoy a lot of this, bro. And it
I,
makes you like someone like me, it reminds me of the Jay Electronica we heard at Exhibit C, or the one that I heard on a written testimony, his first album. Like my man is magical lyrically. Like he's almost like a wizard
yes.
lyrically. And he takes you through and weaves you through like his conspiracy theories, his religious beliefs, ties, and testimonies, mythologies. A lot of it is outside of my my area of understanding, bro. But it makes you want to learn more. It makes you want to hear more. And so, like, I really enjoy a lot of these records throughout these, bro. Like Abracadabra, 4,400,000,000, Highlander. Shoot, I'm gonna just go through a couple of them.
Before we get
Oh,
into
before we get into the songs,
before we
okay?
get into the song, man, Abracadabra.
Yeah,
What you think about that?
bro. I mean,
What you think?
listen, bro.
What you think? What you think about the Puff intro?
So, okay, this how I knew like a lot of this was dated, or maybe it wasn't, because he still released it, and he could have not released it.
That's what I was thinking. I was wondering
Yeah.
that made me wonder the same thing. I was like, is this an old project that he's putting
Mm.
out now, or is it like a F you to the industry of like, I know y'all supposed to, he's supposed to be canceled, but I don't care. This my man's. I'm putting him on the intro. I couldn't tell which one it was.
I'm leaning towards that one though. I'm leaning towards the latter
Yeah,
because he's not somebody. Jay Electronica is not somebody who just puts out anything. In fact, he's the opposite. So I feel like with this release, he was making a statement, especially I mean after the initial trial, right? So I take it as yo, this my man's. I don't care what y'all think. Like this is the man who helped me, and I think it was on Abracadabra. Like Puff is quoted or recorded saying, yo, or Jay Electronica mentioned he was like, yo, F whatever you got going on. It's about
Yep.
the Grammys. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like it's about releasing music so people know the genius that I'm witnessing or that I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it was I'm personally I think it was intentional for sure.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree. I agree with your whole sentiment. Yeah. All right. I just wanted to see what your perspective was.
Yeah, yeah,
Go back
man.
to it. All right. What other record stood out to you?
Shoot, bro. I'm gonna tell you my favorite project out of all these. I think it was a written testimony, Mars and Inhabited Planet.
Yeah,
Um,
that was an interesting project.
it was interesting. Letter to Mars. I love Real Candace O. Tell Us More. I love Remember That One Time Trump. Whatever the rest of the song is, it's cut off Spotify. But yeah, I love like this entire body of work. It's all brief. It's all relatively short, as most EPs are. But like a lot of these records are like hold so much weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, I really enjoyed this little run, this little packages we got from Jay Electronica, man.
Yeah, man, I could not agree more, man. There was some records on here that really stood out to me. I honestly didn't realize it made me remember that I missed this type of rap. Like
Hmm.
I miss hearing rap and hearing the NOI and Farrakhan speeches all through the records and
Hmm.
Malcolm X speeches all like I remember I missed that era of hip hop where people would do that and just
Hmm.
more conscious rap where it was like very militant almost and like more protest type of music that's talking about different social issues. So this reminded me of like I said, this sounds like a 90s project.
It does.
Just
It does.
talking about more current stuff. But I thought it was dope, man. I think it's not, of course, they're not complete. Like most of these projects are like 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
The one like the written testimony Mars one is literally 16 minutes long.
Yeah.
So I think it got me excited for what a full length project from Jay Electronica is gonna sound like.
Hmm.
100%. But yeah, same thing. Same one stood out to me, man, is the Dear Mr. Blaine I won, CNN and BBC Are Liars was hard.
Yeah.
Um I like that I like the vocals on that. I'd never heard of that artist. PYT Jose? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was hard though. But my favorite project out of these was Leaflets. The
Okay.
Leafless joints
Yeah.
was the one that stood out to me, man. The Abracadabra I thought was hard. I think once he get into his bag after that, it get crazy.
It get
I
crazy.
like to join with Drum on it. Um,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I like these. There was some stuff on here. Actually, and hold on, let me see. The one that he re-released was fire too. The one that actually, the Patents of Nobility. I believe that this was all had leaked a while ago, but he
Wow.
ended up
That,
re-releasing it, and there's some heat on there too, though.
yeah, there's Heat Real Magic with the
That,
Ronald Reagan joint.
yeah.
Life on Mars. Actually, this is my favorite one. Because it got Life on Mars with Fat Belly Bella, man. This joint is crazy. So yeah, it's
Which,
Shiny Suit Theory with Hove and Dream.
yeah, which one is the one with Quinn Miller on it? That
Shoot.
joint was hard.
It was too. It's
Oh,
not this one.
now I can't find it.
You
No.
see, and that's the issue with with
Yeah,
bro
that's the issue
dropping
when you just put
18.
out a bunch of projects. Now I got to scroll through.
Or is it no, that's the one with Hit Boy and West Side Gun, Best Wishes. That's a
He got so
another
many.
release.
He put out so much music that it's hard for me to keep up.
And I'm scrambling, looking through
Why
looking
I
through.
don't know why he didn't just put all this on one project.
That's my whole thing. Like you could have just put
Make
this on.
make this make this easy for me. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
But but yeah, it's a lot on here, man. Patent
Yeah.
ability,
Yeah.
off that one is hard. Yeah, man, I like some of this, man. I can't lie.
Yeah. This
Yeah,
joint hard.
there's some stuff on, but there is a joint on here with Quentin Miller. I cannot find it to save my life right now.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he took it off.
I'm wondering too, because I think, yo, I was over the weekend, I was looking up certain records, like trying to go back to them, and
I feel like he took
like
this
they would
off.
disappear, like dead serious.
Yeah, I think he took that one off.
He may have,
Interesting, man. Find it on YouTube. It's on there. But there's
yeah,
one of him and Quentin Miller where they both getting busy.
going crazy.
And I
I feel
never thought I would see a Jay Electronica and Quentin Miller
never in
collaboration.
my life.
Very random, but it was hard. Yeah, man. So I'm good. I'm just happy to see Jay Electronica back out here rapping. I'm happy and scared at the same time because I'm like, if Jay Electronica is unloading the clip, man, what does he know that's about to come?
Did he release this from a bunker and there's a military war we ain't know about, bro? We didn't get the
I'm
memo
not going.
for?
Anything is possible today, brother.
Facts.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't know, but as far as a full length project, man, this has me excited to see what a full length J Electronica project today sounds like.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So,
And this is an
yeah,
acquired taste, y'all. So if you're somebody who
it is.
does not like mellow, conscious type of rap, you're not gonna like this. So let me just go ahead and put out that disclaimer. If you're somebody who like lit turnt music only, you should skip this. Like
Yeah,
you're gonna be highly disappointed.
for sure. Especially like the production style too. It was almost like you said, like kind of archaic, like on some 90s. My man's made this and
Yep.
you know what I mean, in the apartment unit down the, you know what I mean, down the hall, like, and I just hopped on the beat. Like, it kind of sounds like that. Almost, I don't
Yep.
want to compare it to Wu-Tang, but like, it reminds me of that gruff, like, unpolished sound. Like, a lot of that is on throughout this collage of works, man. So it's dope though, but it's not for everybody. It's not
Yeah,
for everybody.
yeah, yo, I'm not, yo, no lie, he swapped out some of these records.
That's what I'm peeping too.
Cause this one with the Wesley Muhammad stuff, this wasn't on here, actually.
Oh, it wasn't on here.
Swap some stuff out. Yeah, Jay Electronica on some other stuff. So the songs we talking about might not even be on this because this is different now.
Yeah, but I definitely heard the Quentin Miller one, and I liked it too. I tried to save it, but I don't see it anymore.
Yeah, I saved it and it's gone now. So like, yeah, I don't know. Jay Electronica on some different stuff. I don't know what's going on here.
Maybe some sample, maybe you got a cease and desist. I don't know.
I don't know what's happening. But yeah, the real Candace O Tell Us More one was interesting too.
Fire.
He's going down some different rabbit holes, and like I said, I think it's thought provoking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Like if anything else, it makes you want to think deeper, read more, hear more. Like that's what it felt like for me at least. Yeah.
And I want to put this out by me saying that is in no way, shape, or form an endorsement of Candace Owen. I don't agree with her, anything she ever
No.
did, said, or stood for. So I just want to put that out there
Yeah.
before, because I don't want you to think that the name of that title is yeah,
No.
no,
Don't clip this up.
don't, no, absolutely
Nah,
not. Like,
don't
please
clip this
don't
up.
listen to her more ever. All right,
No.
but yeah, because
Wanted to make that clear.
oh, I had to put that disclaimer out there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, no, not at all.
yeah.
What is there a? I don't know what the transition is.
Man, you had me thinking of AI right now. Maybe we should talk about Zena Monet,
Oh yeah,
this
let's do
AI artist. Yeah,
yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. So there's an AI artist out here in these streets. Zania Monet, I don't even feel the right saying that artist's name because like I'm shouting out an AI artist, but it's kind of crazy. But
yeah.
signed a major record deal recently. What company is it with? Did you say?
It is with some little known music label. Let me actually get the name for it.
Yeah, but it's allegedly a $3 million deal. It's a record company called Howwood Media.
There we go. Yeah.
Record company Howard Media signed a deal with Talisha Nikki Jones. So that is the actual person's name.
Hmm.
Um, and she's using AI to create an alternate character or artist. Um, what do you think about that? What do you think about an actual person creating an AR artist and then signing a music deal?
I think it's I may
Weirdo.
be in a yeah, I think it's weird, bro. Like not even beyond weird, I think it's irresponsible. Like let me try to sound mature. It's irresponsible because like I rather it's and I don't know this person, a Talisha Nikki Jones, but why wouldn't you just write for instead of creating an AI artist Zanya Monet, why don't you write for Victoria Monet? You know what I'm saying? Like what's the
Right.
point?
I agree. Right. Well, you got to pay that person. That's the point.
That's true.
And see here, they're
That's true.
trying to cut out the middleman here. You know what I mean? And I don't like it. I'm with you on that one. I think it's I think we got to be careful because we're cutting out some of the artists. Now you can now her as a songwriter is an artist, so she's making money off of it. But
Yeah,
when you're cutting out the vocalists, I'm not in agreement there. I agree. I think you should go right for an actual talented artist. And
for sure.
because I think when you're going down this route, I just think it's dangerous. I think it's dangerous land where we're trying to cut out the artists out of music.
Yeah, man. Nah, and it's crazy. I said that Hollywood Media was like a lesser known kind of like conglomerate or company, but
Mhm.
they have like they represent producers like Murder Beats and Soundwave. So that
Mhm.
makes it even more kind of like head scratching. Like, why would y'all then invest in this? Like, obviously, you and I know, especially you, because a lot of your work is focused on the evolution of AI, right? Like, we know it's the future, but like, this ain't the future. Like, cutting out the artists, like the actual. I'm not saying that Talisha Jones isn't talented because to write music, you have to have a
Oh,
level of
she, yeah,
talent.
sure.
But you're cutting out the actual like what's the point in us as viewers watching an AI generated artist like perform real people's music or music that another artist, an actual artist, could really perform? Like it's to me it's dangerous, bro.
Well, my thoughts and beliefs are that, and I always say thoughts because I don't have any evidence to prove this, is that
Mm,
that the record industry is attempting to cut out the middleman.
yeah, for sure.
And the middleman being the artist. And because after all of this deals, even though they've been signing artists to terrible deals and all of that, they want to find a way to be able to cut out the artist
Yeah.
totally and completely. And I think
Hmm.
that AI presents a way to do so without having to worry about ethics and whether you're treating it fairly or without having lawsuits about terrible.
Yep.
You know what I mean? You can't be sued by that AI software. So I think that
Hmm.
I think it's dangerous territory, and I think that they've been rolling stuff out slowly. A lot of these lo-fi channels on YouTube, and a lot of
Yep.
these are AI generated media, and I think they've been slowly trying to get people used to listening to
Hmm.
AI produced music, and I just think we got to. I think there needs to be a pushback against it because it's cutting out the artists.
For sure. And you know what's even more dangerous? It's hard. Like it's
I didn't even listen to
hard.
it. Is it what you listen?
Lo-fi AI,
Oh,
not
lo-fi
this.
AI. Oh, yeah.
But it's like because they know it's almost a science. Like they know what
Yeah. What
like draws
frequencies?
people in. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
sure.
And so that's the dangerous part. It's almost like you can't even differentiate. Especially you cannot differentiate AI music from real music. You could hear somebody use AI to generate or crank up Beyonce's vocals to songs that they've written, and you'd be like, "Damn, this is some unreleased joint." Like that's how dangerous it is. So that's what makes it even more kind of horrifying for me. Like, especially because as someone who covers artists, I know what work. Well, I don't know like everything, but I imagine how much hard work they put into the craft, bro. So to see something like this like really pop off for 3 million, bro, it's crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy to
man.
see.
Yeah, man, it's nasty work. I don't and a piece of me thinks that the levels of it is propaganda too. To like I said, I
Mm,
think all of this is they're trying to normalize this.
yeah, they are.
And make it okay for there to be AI artists and see how we react to it. And I think, like I said, I think we should reject it at every chance we get. We should reject AI artists.
Yeah, and it makes you. You know what's crazy? I watched a documentary like last year about Milli Vanilli, and
Mm,
you know what? Given the state of like music right now, were we too hard on Milli Vanilli?
I
Were
think
we
probably so.
at this point?
At this
Yeah,
point, man, everybody lying. Everybody using people on stage with auto tune microphones. People on like
yeah.
we are in a different era.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Give Milli Vanilli their Grammy back if this is what music is now, bro. Like this is crazy. Give it a Grammy, man.
Man,
Wow.
let's focus on people with talent, man. Like
Yeah.
let's keep talent on the forefront. We've gotten away from that, and I think we need to get back to talent being the biggest selling point. Like vocalists who are actually talented at singing should be at the forefront. We shouldn't need to sign AI artists. Like
Exactly.
no, we need to put real vocalists, real dancers, real performers, real entertainers at the forefront. And the reason why I believe that this is happening is because we know who's usually on the top of the totem pole in all of these categories that I just said. I don't even have to say it. You know what it is.
We
Like
all know.
you know who runs this entertainment thing as far as talent goes. So,
Yes.
and I think that when you try to cut out that portion of it, it's just it's dangerous territory.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
See, I said a lot without having to say it. You know what I mean?
And we that understand. What's understood don't need to be explained.
If you
You
know,
did.
you know.
You know what I mean? So
Eh,
yeah.
For sure, man. And all right, now I don't have a transition from that too. That's nice, but we got a Cardi B album, man.
Am I the Drama? Cardi B's newest album. First album in what? 2018 to 2025.
7
Math ain't
years.
my thing. 7 years.
7 years, bro. Since Cardi B dropped, and she recently dropped her joint "Am I the Drama?" This is probably the most talked about album this week for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, I hear everybody giving reviews, critiques, praise. It's all over the place, man. So, what? Or our first listen, what were your thoughts?
First listen, man. I'll be candid as I always am. I said hell no. I said no, bro. I said
Really?
nah, man. Yeah, I said nah.
Really?
I was like nah because, and here's why.
I'm
Because
shocked at this. We be flip flopping
we
with this
flip,
stuff,
we
man.
flip. For some reason, we flip like when it comes to like woman MCs. I don't know why. Sometimes,
Yeah,
unless Rhapsody is the equalizer.
well,
I think.
Rhapsody is definitely equalized because
Yeah,
she's fire across the board. But
across the board.
what the other women artists, but we be always on the opposite side. All right,
Yeah.
what about it? Weren't you feeling?
So I wasn't feeling it initially because I felt it just sounded too much like some of the records we previously heard over the years. So I'm like, I'm not really drawn in. Now by the second time, especially towards the end, bro, and the middle and the end,
Hmm.
I'm like, you know what? My ideas of who Cardi, the rapper, the artist that Cardi is, just ain't who she is, bro. And that's totally fine. Like she's not going to be the person to have like a really a an emotional moment like on the record like Safe with Kaylani. And it's not the lyrics aren't going to hit for me personally because number one, I'm not her audience. Number two, I can't relate to her in that way. And three, like she just doesn't have the lyrical ability like at this point in her career. Maybe never. And there's nothing wrong with that, bro. Because when you got songs like Pretty and Petty, Better Than You with Cash Cobain, Check Please, Principle with Janet Jackson, which shouldn't work, but it does. It don't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever Earl says in this case, bro, I would say ignore it because there's like a couple runs on this album, bro. Second, third listen where you like, the production is crazy.
Yeah.
And Cardi's superpower is yes, her personality, but it's also like her voice, like it's her voice, which I don't think works on more emotional records, but it works on like a hard hitting beat, like a up tempo song, like a up wop. You know what I mean? Like stuff
Yeah.
like that. And so I was rocking with it. Now, one thing that did surprise me, you may mention this, you may not, was the intro. It's been 7 years since we heard her on the album. That album happens to be what I consider a classic, Invasion of Privacy, Grammy winning, right? She starts with Dead with Summer Walker. I was like, you know what? Okay, give me more of this. And then I saw it and I was like, never mind. Go back to the other stuff you usually be doing. You know what I'm saying? And it works, bro. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
man, there's a couple records on here. The Nice Guy with Tyler, that surprised me. I actually really like that. This album made me
Okay.
want to go to the nightclubs in New York, bro. It made me want to stomp the yard in the Bronx, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it got that energy for me, bro. Yeah, yeah. I like this now. I like this.
So it grew on you. So you didn't like it at first, then the second listen it got you.
It got me. It got me on the second and third listen.
Okay, okay. So my review is a little different. So
Okay.
I have to put out a
Yeah.
disclaimer first.
Mhm.
First of all, I'm probably never gonna listen to this again. But I'm never gonna listen to this again because I don't relate to the subject matter of most of this music. So
100%.
I have to always put out that disclaimer. The music is not gonna resonate with me in the same way that it will resonate with someone else, especially a woman, because I don't relate to the subject matter that she's talking about or from the perspective that she's rapping from.
Hmm.
So that there's a disconnect there. But I think the production on here is fire. Definitely sounds
Fire.
really Atlanta. I'll even say Atlanta, Memphis. Definitely South inspired,
Yeah.
influence, like production wise across the board.
Mhm.
A lot of the records are hard though, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's some records on here that are hard. The ones that I probably will go back to every time, hard.
Yep.
That's the one. It sounds like a Jeezy record. You know what I
It
mean?
does. It
And
does.
you know I rock with Jeezy's music, so that's why that one caught me immediately. Another one on here, Check Please, fire,
Hmm. Fire.
fire. Like I'm not gonna lie, there's some heat on here. Just objectively, like just hard records. Petty and Pretty, well, Pretty and Petty. Also hard, man. That's a hard diss record. I'm not
It
gonna lie,
is.
man.
It is, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I have not been in tune. I actually had to consult with my girlfriend about all of this. Cardi B. I go to my girlfriend when I need to know the gossip for this show because I don't be knowing, and I don't want to do no research on this.
I don't either.
So I'd be like, Taylor, fill me in with what's going on with the drama. And so she filled me in as far as like, apparently Cardi B got beef with JT from the City Girls and Bia. So she's sending a lot of shots throughout the project. The Bia one I think is the most clear cut because it was like
Yeah,
I said her name off top, which I respect. You know,
I respect it.
the rap fan in me, I like that. I like that energy. I thought that it was dope. And I think it was hilarious, bro. Telling somebody you built like your dad is hilarious. I'm not like that is like hilarious. It's
Yeah.
you being built like your dad is crazy. Yeah, man, I thought it was cool, man. And then some of the even the popular joints like Pick It Up, I thought was catchy.
Yeah, it is.
Like I think all in all, Magnet was catchy. Even Hello, like I thought was hard. I thought the beat was hard.
Yeah.
So I think that this is I think it's a solid project. I think it got better towards the like middle to end.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
that's
so.
where it picked up. The first part, I was like you. I was like, yeah, nah, I'm not feeling this at all. But then I think it got once it got into that pocket, I was like, oh, okay, no, this is different. So like, I overall, I think it's a solid album. Like I
Yeah.
said, a lot of the music doesn't necessarily resonate with me, so it's not gonna make it on my personal playlist.
Hmm.
But I think that it's some hard records on here, man. I definitely think it's worth a listen. Um, I think that I agree with you on the element of sometimes her voice. I don't know if it's voice, accent, or a combination of both.
Yeah.
Sometimes it throws me off too. I think it makes she's offbeat sometimes a little bit,
Yeah.
and I think that throws me off. But I think on some of these other records, man, it's produced so well that it don't even matter.
Yeah.
Like
Honestly.
there's some of the records on here that are really really hard. So yeah, I think it's a solid to good album overall.
Yeah, I agree. And again, like I don't know why I'm so fixated on it, but like her voice annoys me on like on certain songs, bro. It annoys me. I'll tell you which one.
I agree. I agree.
Yeah, and it's the song that really like threw me off, bro. Like I almost wanted to toss my headphones off. Was a Man of Your Word with Dougie F. And the reason why is because
I didn't
she's
like them.
she's most vulnerable. Like she's really diving into her bag and divulging into stuff that I wouldn't say we're not privy to because she puts a lot of her life and relationships on the internet, but we haven't seen her package it in this way. I think if you had another artist who was just had a little bit more diction or something, and this happens with artists when they have like they speak to one or more different languages or whatever, but it was just kind of off a little bit. But otherwise, man, you see there is talent there. There is stardom there. It just looks different than what a lot of people are accustomed to or expect or maybe even want. But man, the middle to end of this project make you realize or was a refresher as to why Cardi B is the star she is, bro. 100%. For me.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Like I said, I think there's some joints on here that are gonna go.
For sure.
This
They're
made
gonna
me
go.
want to go outside because I know some of these are gonna go outside. Like that. There's a couple joints on here
Yeah.
that I was like, I had to look at my girl and be like, no, this is tough.
It's to the moon. It's to the moon. Which one do you think is gonna pop off? There's a couple to choose from.
I was
Between yeah.
check please.
Check please
Please
gotta
and
go
check
crazy.
please and airtime. And I actually just saw online that she put out an airtime remix with Lotto. So that's gonna go.
Oh, that's going up.
Yeah, that's gonna go up.
Yeah.
I would say that's probably the one that's gonna go up the most. Airtime, check please, and I would say on the pop type tip, I would say like probably like pick it up or even the joint with Lizzo.
Yeah, I can see that on
I
a
can see
pop
the I can
level.
see the on the pop time the one because it samples a big record like the one with Lizzo samples that song called What's Up with 49 Blondes. I don't know if you know her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So it samples of an extremely popular record. So I
yeah,
think that one's probably gonna work like on some mainstream pop time. It'd probably be in a commercial or something. But
yeah,
yeah, so I think across the board, man, I think she got a little something for everybody. Not like I said, Cardi B's like it's certain artists who I can say they make some decent music, but because it
yeah.
doesn't relate to me, Glorilla is the only one out of that pack that makes music that I feel like guys or girls can kind of feel and vibe
Exactly.
with. You know what I mean? Because it's
Exactly.
so hard that even like it might be her voice, to be honest. I don't know.
Yeah.
Her voice is kind of deeper, so that might also.
I think that's why. I think
Very
it's
low.
more, I don't know what the word would be, but it's unisex music or something. I don't know.
Unisex music is crazy.
Like anybody can rock with it versus like content like Ice Spice, where just like if you don't want to hear that she gonna fart on a chick, you're not gonna really tune in, bro, as a grown man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But hey, let me ask you this because this was like, a conversation many music fans were having. How
Yeah.
did you still feel now that you've heard the larger project? How do you feel about having Up and WAP on the end of these tracks? For me, it did not matter. I didn't even want to listen to them because I heard them ad nauseum so much. But what did you think about them at
I'm
the end?
I didn't go back to it to be honest. I skipped over them because I already knew the songs.
Yeah, yeah. And
WAP has been WAP has been out for years, and I never have intentionally listened to it while it was out. I'm not gonna go back to it and intentionally listen to it now. So I've only listened to it like out of force. If it's in a commercial, if it's on a like
yeah,
store plan, or like if I'm in the car with something
man.
that's on, like. But I've never intentionally listened to either of those songs. So I don't. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it now.
yeah, not now. But I did, yo, it
But
surprised
I'm gonna be
me.
honest, ending the album with WAP is kind of crazy though. I did think that was odd placement to place it at the end.
Super
That
weird.
being the outro is kind of crazy.
It is, it is. Being on the album to me makes no sense. I don't like Up makes sense, but not WAP, especially at the end. I just personally I don't
Both of
get
them
it.
songs are old,
Oh, we talking 5 years old,
but
bro.
I get why she does it because Cardi is doing a different model. She's following who else is on a smaller level. OT Genesis does that model.
He does
They're not. I'm not a project artist. I'm a singles artist. Where I'm
for
putting
sure.
out singles all the time. So I think that model is I'm gonna have these singles that are gonna be big, and it's a streaming game at that point. It's, if I put
Yeah,
this song that's already gone platinum on my album is now platinum.
exactly,
So
exactly.
it's all a streaming game just to be able to boost those sales up once you put it on the album. So I get why she does it. It's just to me, if you're gonna put it on there, like I'm not don't aim. I don't think it's a good outro though.
I don't think it's a good outro. Nah, nah. I actually think, especially the way she started it, she was like, "Yo, all these other rappers want me dead," and then like, you know what I mean? Which is kind of like interesting. You know what I mean? And then it ended with, "I got some." I was just like, "All right, bro, you got it." But
I'm just not letting. Hey, I'm gonna say this. She got some extra points. Once she told somebody that they was built like they dad,
bro,
ah,
the
yo, that
disrespect.
the disrespect of that is hilarious. That whole song is funny. Every insult on there
Man.
made me laugh. So
Yeah, yeah, she gets point for that. The only other critique or thing I have to say is I just wish this was shorter. But of course, when you play in the streaming game, having larger
I,
projects
I, I agree. There's a
makes
solid
sense.
there's a solid 5 records she could have took off of this.
Yeah,
And it
yeah,
would have been better. And I feel like people would have spoke about it even higher if it was more when it's more concise and every song is fire. I feel like it puts it on another level. So I
it
agree.
does.
I think if she had took about 4 or 5 songs off of here, I think it would have been even better. But all in all, I think there's some records on there that are gonna go. And I'm guessing we're gonna get a Cardi B a back and forth rap beef. Maybe I don't know. I know
Yeah.
B.I. put a song out about her a while ago. Bia can
Mm.
Bia. I ain't
Bia
gonna
can
lie.
rap, bro.
She said he can rap, man. She got a song with Key Glock I really like.
Yeah, she can really rap. I did a review of her performances at ACL Fest. It's this big concert or festival in Austin, and man, and I was just honestly, I didn't know who she was. I know she had that record with J. Cole that was fire, and she
Hmm.
performed that, but like I was taken aback. So I could see, I think for Cardi, I think B is a big challenge. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I
She's a
think
big challenge
yeah, I think on a lyrical level for
on
sure.
a lyrical level. Status wise, no. But
No,
like,
yeah, because a lot of people still don't know who Bia is.
mm,
But the great thing is, I didn't even know Bia kind of does sound like Cardi.
bro, not only does she sound like Cardi, she honestly looks like Cardi too. She really does, bro. Yeah. So it's layers. It's layers to this beef. Yeah.
I'm not gonna objectify them, but I would say I think Bia looked better.
I would 100% agree. I'm not afraid to say it. Like she looks 10 times better than me or to me. But yeah,
Okay,
yeah, man. That'll be interesting. That'll be an interesting
but I'm
spar
with it,
where
man. Hey, if y'all want to do a rap spar, go back and forth. I'm with it for the. I think it's good for hip hop, man. I don't. Yeah, I think it's good for hip hop.
yeah, for sure. It's good for
But yeah,
hip
all in
hop.
all, will you revisit this album? Do you think you'll go back to it?
No, but I will go back to some of these records though. 100%, bruh. And even if I don't even want to or plan to, I'm gonna hear these out in the hookah spot
Oh yeah,
for
you on you oh
sure.
yeah, you gonna hear these out. Definitely at the hookah spot. Hey man, put Jeezy on some of these records. It's like two or
Man,
three of these records that I can hear Jeezy on.
100%.
Put Jeezy on every time. Put Jeezy on you can put him on check please, hello. Like there's some joints on here that you could go ahead and just go ahead and throw Jeezy on there for the remix, man.
Just go ahead, man. Yeah.
Jeezy hopped on
JT's joint
and it went stupid.
went nuts. I didn't expect that to work, and it was solid, bro. So Cardi should do the same
Okay,
thing.
that was the joint. Okay, that was
Okay. And
yeah.
that makes no sense for him to be on. I mean, it's a sample of
It
his
was a
record.
sample of his record, yeah.
But I'm like, nah, like this joint is hard. So yeah, put Jeezy on there, man. Cardi should roll out the red carpet for Jeezy, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Put out that. But yeah, man. Shout out Cardi, man. Yes, solid project. Solid project.
Solid. Solid.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. What else we got?
What else do we got? So we didn't talk Chance Ride remix.
Man, so for those who do not know, one of my favorite songs on Chance's album, and it's hard for me to say because Chance's album is just fire. I like a lot of
Yeah. Yeah.
Chance's new album, Starline, has a joint on there called Ride. It's probably the most played song from that album for me. I just like this. Like it's a go-to in my car. It's become
Yeah.
one of those type of records for me. He put out a remix, man. The original song is featuring Do or Die, Chicago Legends, man, and he did the right thing with the remix, and he put Twist on it.
Got to. Got to.
Put Twister. And those are not familiar with Chicago rap or just hip hop, and aren't as familiar with Do or Die or Twister, man, please do yourself a favor and listen to songs like "Do You" with Do or Die or "Po Pimpin'" with Do or Die and Twister. Like Do or Die and Twister together is this it's a problem. So they made some
Yeah.
dope classic ride around in the car music. But what did you think about the remix, man?
Man, I felt like when I first heard it, I'm like, Twista got to be on this. You know this more than me. Do or
Absolutely.
Die, Twista are like synonymous with each other. Would you say they came up at the same time in Chicago?
I wouldn't say the same time. If I if
Mm.
if I'm not mistaken, because a lot of people don't realize Twister came out a lot
Early.
way earlier than that as Tongue Twister.
Yeah.
I'm glad it got
Dashiki tongue twister.
yeah, he came out with the dashiki on, with the headdress, and was actually in like literally was the fastest rapper alive at one point, and he was actually like on Guinness Book of World Records for that. So
Crazy.
like he came out a lot before, but I think that his first big record was with Do or Die. So that's
Mm.
why they've always been saying that. Like Poe Pimpin' was like his first like
Yeah.
big record that kind of broke through. So I think that that's why they're always synonymous with each other. But
Mm.
yeah, man, it just makes so much sense.
It makes so much sense, bro. And Twista did twist on this, bro.
Twister can't rap badly.
He can't, bro. Even if he tried.
I don't think he could. I don't think like went stupid on. He gave the exact verse this song needed.
He did, bro. It broke up, like, not to say it was monotonous, like it needed like something else, but like if it did get something else, it was Twister.
When I first heard it, I was waiting for Twister verse.
Low key, I
Yeah.
was too. Knowing because I read the credits, so I knew he wasn't popping in, but I had hopes there'll be a surprise guest verse on there, man. You know how like these new artists do, like they won't put any
Mhm.
feature on there. You just gotta pay attention and really tap in. So I was hoping for it, but now that the remix has it, bro, I feel like this song, which I liked already, is now complete.
Yeah, 100%, man. This is one for the ages. Like I think that man, chances this Chance album to me, I'm telling you, it's just it checks my boxes as for an album. Like, and it just keeps getting better. And I know he's supposed to be putting out a video for this.
Yeah,
Farad Chance shot a video. From what I hear, he shot it on 79th Street in Chicago.
crazy.
Brought the whole city out. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that video looks like. I'm sure the visuals are gonna be crazy. So yeah, man, I think this is hard, man. Shout out Twister. Twister does not get the credit he deserves either.
Not at all. He doesn't get enough credit. Him nor Ludacris, I feel, get enough credit.
Those are two of the most underrated out of that era.
Yeah, easily.
For Twister, man, if you've never heard Adrenaline Rush, that album, please
Mm,
do yourself a favor. Fire. Like, and Twist and Ludacris, same thing, man. If you've never heard Chicken and Beer, even
yeah.
I can even take it further ahead than that. Like people slept on what was the joint with Runaway Love and all that Police
Uh,
Therapy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Seven was a fire album. Like,
It
but
really was.
yeah, and more of a conscious effort, like from him too. You could tell he was like, I want to really make more of a introspective album. But yeah, man, underrated artist. But I definitely think Twista's on the top of that list.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah,
can see it. I can see
but
it.
Twista's hard, man. One of the coldest out of Chicago for sure.
Mm-hmm. 100%, man.
Yeah, man. So go check that out. If you've never heard Chance the Rapper Ride, highly recommend. But check out the remix, man.
Check it out.
We
And
need to get back to remixes.
why don't we do remixes? We already taught Posse Cuss, but we really don't see actual remixes.
Yeah,
Like
I don't know what happened to remix. I haven't seen a remix in a while.
in a minute, bro. Dang, I'm trying to think of the last remix I actually cared about, yo. It's been a minute. I can't even think of one. And the one I'm pulling from deep. Like I shouldn't even remember this, but A Bay Bay with Hurricane Chris, that remix, bro. That
A
changed my
Bay
whole
A is crazy. You went way back, A Bay.
bro. Changed my whole childhood, man. That one record, man.
Man,
Crazy.
it was one of the hardest remixes. The Walk
What?
Out remix.
Oh my God, with
Three stacks.
Andre, right?
Oh
Oh.
man, three stacks. Make he shamed me for wearing big white tees at the time, and I thought it was still hard.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, he said, "Make your mama proud. Take that shirt three sizes down." Dang.
But then at that time, he was wearing jeans that were 3 times too small, and I was, you know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, come on, Stacks, man, give me a break, bro.
Give me a break, man.
Yeah,
Oh
man.
man, that was a hard man. It was a lot of hard remixes, man. Remixes was a thing.
Yeah, it
Even if you
was.
go back further, one of the most classic ones, All About the Benjamins remix.
Oh yeah,
I'm gonna be
classic.
honest. I hate to give make this a Diddy pocket, but Diddy he kind of popularized remixes.
He absolutely
Bad
did.
Boy in general really popularized, like made remixes popular.
They did, bro. And we talking remixes that like, sure, you got the remix that you'll have a bunch of other artists hop on the same beat, but then he would do remixes where he would totally deconstruct the beat and make it sound like a totally different song, but it still hit. It still resonated, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, still hit, man, and yeah, that might be another topic for another pod, man. Maybe next pod we talk about favorite remixes in hip hop.
Yeah, we got to. We got to.
Yeah, because I have to get at some thought of like what the best remixes are, but I know that there have been some fire ones.
They're high, bro. And Walk It Out for me as like in my youth, like that was among the top ones for sure.
Oh, Walk It Out was stupid. I remember when I first heard that, because Walk It Out was already doing numbers.
It was.
And that's to me, those are the best remixes. When it's already a song that's fire and you find a way to make it better.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Wayne gonna have something on there.
Oh, for sure.
Wayne was killing remixes at one point.
Wayne was going crazy. He was the lifeline of remixes at one point.
Yeah,
Like
one
to
hundred
be
percent.
honest.
Once you got
Yeah.
him, the remix would be more popular than the regular one.
100%. Yeah, man.
But
Damn.
then if we talk about remix, we also got to include R&B remixes in there too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was dang, yeah, I gotta really sit down with this one. Yeah. This could be like
Yeah, because T Pain has smoked some remixes too.
for sure. For sure. For sure.
Yeah,
Damn,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll get to that. That'll be another topic for another show, man. Man, we gotta get to some hidden hits.
Let's get to some hidden hits, man. Let me pull it up. What hidden hits you got
Let me see.
listed?
Let me see, man. So let's pull these up. Hidden hits. So one, because we talked about them earlier, man, it's only right. One of my hidden hits is gonna be for the younger generation, especially who missed this moment.
Mm.
Please check out J Electronica Exhibit C.
Mm. Mm.
I just think
Great, great call.
you just gotta go back to it. I think that's one of
Mm.
those joints that you need to know as a hip hop connoisseur. Um, it was just a moment, man. So I that one I highly recommend. What else do I want to say? Another hidden hit. I'm gonna go with. Let's see. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go. I gotta pick something Big Crit, man, because I still don't be feeling like y'all put enough respect on Big Crit. And I don't like that. So I'm gonna go Children of the World by Big Crit.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go Children of the World. Amazing record by Big Crit. I'm also gonna go Jeezy, Bankroll, all there. I almost put that in a nice nonsense,
Oh yeah.
but I'm not gonna put Jeezy in nonsense. I'm just not gonna do it. Even though there's some
Yeah.
crazy stuff in there, I'm just not willing to put him in nonsense. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna go all there by Jeezy.
Bruh. How many strolls have I created to to that song, bro. It makes me wonder. Yeah, it brings me
That's
back
one of those ones, man.
for sure, for sure. Hidden hits, man. This is a older track, 2019, not old but older. Palma featuring Pusha T, Killer Mike, and this is in Madlib. This is a Freddie Gibbs song.
Mm.
Bro, absolute magic. This is off of Bandana. If you haven't heard Bandana, Freddie Gibbs, Madlib collab, highly recommend listen to that. In between and throughout this whole project, listen to Palmolive, the one I mentioned, and Crime Pays. Solid records.
Nice.
Um, yeah, and then I would say I'm gonna put this in here since I'm looking at it. Crowns for Kings, Benny the Butcher and Black Thought. I heard this over the weekend.
Mm.
For the first time in a minute, amazing. If you want to see two dope lyricists among my like favorite lyricists today and of the past, on one record, man. Iron sharpens iron on this one. Crowns for Kings, Black Thought, Benny the Butcher. Definitely check that one out. So yeah,
Ah, yeah. Okay. Okay. And then, man, we're gonna get into some nice nonsense.
yes, sir.
I got a song, and I'm only putting this in nonsense because it's a very violent song, but it's hard. Young Buck, Thou Shall.
Oh my God.
I went back. Oh yeah, I went back to Young Buck.
Yeah.
Young Buck, Thou Shall.
Hmm.
Do yourself a favor, check that one out, man. It's yeah, it was one of those joints. Another nice nonsense song that I went back to. Um, Two Chains, Used to. Brings me back to my
Oh,
college years, and I really, really,
yeah,
really like that song. Yeah,
bro.
that's some nice nonsense for you.
Amazing, bro. I actually went back too, which is so crazy. Who was on Used to? Who was on that?
That's Two Chains.
Future and Two Chains?
Is Future on there? I think it might just no, it's just Two Chains.
I was just Two Chains. Maybe I'm thinking Used to This instead. I don't know. I'm confusing records. But anyway, I went back. My point in bringing that up is I went back to old Atlanta too. I was listening to DS2 in the gym.
Mm.
Why? I don't know. I'm listening to a dude talk about sipping lean and I'm pumping iron. It makes no sense, but I was just listening to it, man. So I know most of y'all have heard DS2. I don't feel like I need to dive too much into each song or what song, but nah, let's do it. Percocet and Stripper Joint, bro. This is a hood classic. I don't even I don't even need to say too much, man. Real sisters, disrespectful, but grand disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
That's some good, nice nonsense,
It
man.
is. And stick talk to close it all out, bro. Yeah, man.
Can't. Yeah, you got some classics on there, man.
Man.
Yeah,
Yo.
yeah.
Atlanta's good for some like some
That's
nice nonsense.
the nice nonsense capital.
It's the nicest nonsense for sure.
But
For
that's
sure.
because of their after hours club culture.
Yeah, that's a great way to package that.
You see,
Yeah.
you see how I did that there?
Yeah, man.
The-
Holes in grease. Yeah. Atlanta's good for some nice nonsense for sure.
Absolutely, man. They hold it down, man. Hey, another dope episode, man. Episode 60, bro.
60, 60. Yes,
Yo,
sir.
we need y'all to do y'all part, man. Hit subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok at Rap and Reason. Make sure y'all show us love, man. Hit the comments. Let us know what topics y'all want us to cover, what songs or albums y'all want us to cover, and we'll try to get to it on here, man. We appreciate y'all listening. If you tune in on audio platforms, make sure y'all give us that 5-star rating.
Yes,
Goes,
sir.
goes a long way, and we appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. And we're out.
We out. Peace.
Peace.